What's up, everybody? This is Emmanuel at GambleQuest, and today we're interviewing Mac. He's a poker player here in Florida, and we're just gonna get into his poker journey and how he got started in poker. So, Mac, what's up, bro? Thank you for taking time out your day
Yeah, no problem.
and interviewing with me. So, Mac, what was your introduction into poker in the gambling life?
Okay, what's crazy is I didn't know anything about poker. Once in a while, when I went to the casino, I see people sitting down. This was at the Hard Rock, long, long ago. People were sitting down at a table, and I'm like, "What the hell are these people playing?" You know what I mean? I never figured it out. Um, and one time, this girl came over, and she had this little video game, poker thing. It was this little box you set up on the TV, and everybody, it had like three little spots, and everybody got their little controllers, and you could see the cards, and it'd be on the TV screen. And that's literally how I learned how to play poker. Never played live, but I was just having fun. She'd come on the weekends, and we'd play it.
Okay.
And then one day, me and one of my best friends were like, "Hey, let's just try it in real life." And back then, it was just a $20 buy-in, and it was limit, right? And this was at the Hard Rock. And played a little bit. I think I might have won $100, and I got hooked ever since. But the thing that hooked me the most is one day I was coming off work because I used to work at Cheesecake Factory, and I left early for some reason. I needed to work because I needed to, have a full paycheck. But I just like, you know what? They say, who wants to leave early? And I left. And then my friend called me, hey, let's go play poker. Craziest thing. I went and I went to the poker room. I remember I had $37, and it was $20 buy-in. And my friend was like, "Hey man, I only got $12." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? You brought me over here. You can't even buy in."
Yeah.
So back then, $20 was like,
Yeah.
you can sit there and play for a little bit because that was the buy-in and it was limit.
It was limit, yeah.
Yeah. And so I gave him enough money so he could buy in. He ended up busting out real quick, waiting in the parking lot for me. And believe it or not, that night, off $20, after we going to that casino with $37, I left with $13,000.
Wow.
Been hooked ever since.
It was just all poker, or was it other games?
It was all poker.
Limit poker?
Yeah, I had a Royal.
Oh, okay. How much?
And it was progressive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How much did it pay out?
It paid out. It paid out $13,700.
Wow.
So the craziest thing is, there's a tradition that you pay everybody $100 at the table if you win. There was a guy that got up and went to the bathroom. I gave him $200. They were like, "Why did you give him $200?" Well, because if he never got up, I would have never got that hand.
That's what's up, man. Dang.
Yeah.
So, what were you initially going to the casino for? What games were you playing? Because you said you just seen a girl with the box, and that's how you got.
Yeah.
What were you playing before?
We used to use it as a spot to go out at night because they would still serve drinks.
Oh, okay.
Probably put a $20, $30 in a machine, but I'm not a really fan of machines.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm more a card person.
Okay.
If anything, if I ever dibble and dab in anything else, it'll be either blackjack, ultimate, or baccarat. But I don't, unless it has something to do with cards. I really ain't too far.
Okay. So today, what's your game of choice now? Is it no limit? Is it pot limit? What's your game of choice right now that you play mostly?
My favorite game I enjoy is PLO.
PLO, okay.
However, if I was going to do it for a living, I'd play Hold'em.
Okay. Why is that?
Only because in Hold'em, you can expose 60-40. No, 70-30 spots a lot, even more than that. But most of all of PLO is 60-40.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. So you say you think,
and you can expose a lot of weaker players.
Okay.
With aggression.
Okay.
You can kind of have a really easier understanding of what people have.
Okay.
I mean, you could do the same thing in PLO, but it's a higher level.
Okay.
So, there's a lot more weaker players in Hold'em that you can expose than PLO.
Okay.
Unless it's a lower limit PLO, like 2-2, you could probably expose some people.
So how do you improve your poker game? Like, do you watch videos? Do you talk to someone about hands? Like, how do you improve your
You
game?
know, the thing about it is honestly, the best way to improve your game is to play.
Mm-hmm.
Be repetitive, hands and hands and hands and hands.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
so that's the only way to improve your game because it's the experience. You can
Experience.
read all the books you want, but if
Mm-hmm.
you're not in a situation to apply it,
Mm-hmm. What's the biggest game you ever played in?
actually,
We don't have to talk about location or anything like
the
that,
biggest play,
but just the
the
states.
biggest game I played was
Mm-hmm.
it was a 10-25 PLO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
And I think you told me about that one. You say
Yeah.
you won like
Yeah.
30,000 in that game.
Yeah. I took 1,000. I had a run where I mean, I bought in, but then I took 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
My last pretty much buy-in to about 31,000, and I thought it was sweet. Next day, I go back there thinking I'm going to get a lick.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, you get the money the next day
Yeah.
anyway. Felt it
Yeah.
every dollar.
Yeah. So do you think okay, we were talking about PLO or no limit for a living. What the thing do you think you need to do it for a living as far as playing the game of
PLO.
PLO? Yeah.
See, Hold'em, you don't need much as a bankroll.
Mm.
PLO, the swings are so bad.
Mm-hmm.
You need a bigger bankroll.
Okay.
So I take that back. If I build my bankroll enough
Mm-hmm.
and I'm comfortable in certain spots, like a swing of losing 10K,
Mm-hmm.
then in a day,
Mm-hmm.
then I can say it's you could do it for a living.
Okay.
But you gotta have. It's just so volatile.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you're right.
So volatile.
You're right.
You know, and any moment you could be up a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
and and then
Mm-hmm.
same thing
Yeah.
the other way.
So how do you deal with downswings? You know what I'm saying? How do you like? Because you can go
Yeah,
a big downswing. How do you deal with yours?
there's two things to do. You got to know your financial situation,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't. You should have your money separate from your bill money anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't want to lose all your bankroll. So
Mm-hmm.
you just gotta, if you plan the right way, eventually the correction will happen. You
Mm-hmm.
just have to be patient, and sometimes it's not your day, it's not your week, it's not your month.
Mm-hmm.
But if you continue to play the right way and do
Mm-hmm.
what you're supposed to do to be a winning player,
Mm-hmm.
then the correction will happen. You know.
Tell me this, like, what's something that you know now that you wish you would have known when you first started playing poker?
Uh, the money management.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started playing poker, I just playing. I didn't understand the money management part of it,
Okay.
and that's like, so say whatever game you're playing, you should have a certain amount of backing to play the game,
Mm-hmm.
and you risk a certain amount. Say if it's 10% for that day, say your bankroll is 10,000, you risk 1,000 for the day,
Okay.
and that's it. If you lose, you lose.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
When you could, like, when is a good time to stop? Like, when you're playing, as far as when you're winning, like when if the game is not good, when do you see it's a good time to stop when you're playing?
that's another. That's probably one of the hardest things for any gambler
Mm-hmm.
is to know when to stop.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the only way to do this, because I mean everyone can say this and that and discipline,
Mm-hmm.
but say if you're winning every hand, when do you stop leaving?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So basically, you just have to say, hey, this is my goal for the day,
Mm-hmm.
and once you hit it, you leave.
For sure. All right, man. I appreciate you taking time out
Yeah.
your day, man.
All
Interviewing
right.
me.